What is up, everybody? Whether you're watching from the UK, America, or anywhere else around the world, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into something absolutely insane. Have you ever scrolled through Google Maps and just wondered, what's a place I can't go? A place so secret, so dangerous, or so protected that it's completely off-limits to basically everyone on the entire planet? Well, stop wondering, because we did the research for you, and honestly, what we found is crazier than I ever imagined. Ever wondered where on earth you're absolutely not allowed to go? Today, we're counting down the 10 most restricted places you can never visit. We're talking about everything from top-secret military bases rumored to hold alien technology to an island so deadly the government literally forbids anyone from stepping foot on it. These aren't just private properties with no trespassing signs. These are locations shrouded in mystery, conspiracy, and some serious danger. It's like a real-life video game where these levels are permanently locked. I'm telling you, you are not going to believe what's on this list. Stick with us all the way to the end, because the #1 spot is going to blow your mind. As we go through the list, I want you to drop a comment down below letting me know which one of these forbidden places surprises you the most. Seriously, I need to know if you guys are as shocked as I was. Let's get into it. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a place you've definitely heard of, but probably have no idea how insane it really is. Area 51. Located deep in the Nevada desert, this place is the most famous secret in the world. On paper, it's a highly classified United States Air Force facility, but the theories are way crazier. For decades, people have said this is where the government hides crashed UFOs and even alien bodies from the Roswell incident. The level of security here is absolutely off the charts. We're talking motion sensors, armed guards with shoot-to-kill orders, and constant surveillance from the sky. You can't even get close. If you try to drive near the perimeter, you'll be stopped by heavily armed patrols, fined thousands of dollars, and probably thrown in jail. The government didn't even officially acknowledge that Area 51 existed until 2013. They claim they're just testing experimental aircraft and new weapons technology, but the extreme secrecy makes you wonder what they're really hiding out there in the desert. Is it advanced drones, or is it something not from this world? You literally have a better chance of going to the moon than getting inside Area 51. Next up at number 9, we have a place that's forbidden for a totally different and honestly terrifying reason. North Sentinel Island, located in the Bay of Bengal. This island is home to the Sentinelese people, one of the last uncontacted tribes on Earth. They have lived in complete isolation for an estimated 60,000 years. Think about that for a second. They have no idea about the internet, airplanes, or even us. They've rejected all contact with the outside world, and I mean all contact. Anyone who has tried to approach the island has been met with a volley of arrows and spears. The Indian government has made it completely illegal for anyone to go within 3 miles of the island. This isn't just to protect visitors from the Sentinelese, it's actually to protect the Sentinelese from us, because they've been so isolated they have no immunity to common diseases like the flu or a cold. A simple sickness for us could wipe out their entire population, so the island remains a total mystery. We know almost nothing about their language, their culture, or their way of life. It's a living time capsule that we can see but can never ever touch. Coming in at number 8 is something straight out of a disaster movie, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. Carved deep into the side of a frozen mountain on a remote Norwegian island, this place is basically humanity's ultimate backup plan. It's often called the Doomsday Vault, and for good reason. Inside this incredibly secure facility are millions and millions of seeds from every corner of the globe. We're talking about duplicates of pretty much every crop variety known to man. If a global catastrophe happened, like an asteroid impact, nuclear war, or catastrophic climate change, this vault holds the key to restarting agriculture and feeding the survivors. The vault is built to last for thousands of years. It's located so far north that it's surrounded by permafrost, which acts as a natural freezer, and it's so high above sea level that it would survive even if the polar ice caps completely melted. Getting inside is nearly impossible. Only a handful of specially designated scientists and researchers are allowed access. The vault only opens a few times a year to deposit new seeds. It's one of the most important rooms on the planet, holding the future of our food supply, and it's locked away from all of us. At number 7, we're heading to the smallest country in the world to find one of its biggest secrets, the Vatican Secret Archives. This isn't your local library, guys. We are talking about 53 miles of shelving containing some of the most important, controversial, and mysterious documents in human history. These archives hold millions of records spanning over 1,200 years. Inside you'll find everything from the papal bull that excommunicated Martin Luther to letters from Michelangelo and even correspondence with historical figures like Abraham Lincoln and Adolf Hitler. So why is it forbidden? Well, it's not entirely secret anymore. They renamed it the Vatican Apostolic Archive to sound less mysterious, but getting access is still next to impossible. You can't just walk in. You have to be a highly vetted scholar with a specific research request, and even then, you can only view a few documents at a time. You can't browse, you can't take photos, and there are huge sections of the archives that are completely off limits to everyone except the Pope and a few high-ranking cardinals. What secrets are they still protecting after all these centuries? All right, for our number 6 spot, we're going to a place that sounds like pure nightmare fuel. Ilha de Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island. Located off the coast of Brazil, this island is so dangerous that the Brazilian government has banned anyone from ever visiting. Why? Because it is infested with snakes, and I don't just mean a few snakes. We're talking about one of the highest concentrations of venomous snakes anywhere in the world. Scientists estimate there is, on average, 1 deadly snake for every square meter of the island. Let that sink in for a moment, and these aren't just any snakes. The island is the only home of the golden lancehead viper, one of the most venomous snakes on the planet. Its venom is so potent it can melt human flesh and kill a person in under an hour. There's a local legend about a fisherman who unknowingly landed on the island to pick bananas and was found days later in his boat, dead in a pool of blood. The only people ever allowed on the island are a few brave scientists and the Brazilian Navy, who go once a year to maintain the lighthouse. This is one place you absolutely do not want to sneak into. Now for number 5, we're going deep inside the most secretive country on Earth, North Korea. We're talking about Room 39. This isn't a physical room you can point to on a map. It's a shadowy, secret organization within the North Korean government. Its exact location is unknown, but it's believed to be inside a Workers' Party building in the capital city of Pyongyang. Room 39 is allegedly the personal slush fund for the country's supreme leaders, and its mission is to get foreign currency for the regime through any means necessary. According to defectors and intelligence agencies, this involves some seriously shady stuff. We're talking about counterfeiting US dollars, selling weapons, drug trafficking, and even insurance fraud on a massive scale. It's estimated that Room 39 brings in between $500 million and $1 billion per year, which is used to fund North Korea's nuclear program and provide a life of luxury for the elite. This organization is one of the most secretive parts of an already incredibly secretive government. Gaining access is impossible, and even knowing too much about it could be a death sentence. Coming in at number 4 is an island with a history so dark it's actually been abandoned and forbidden to the public Paviglia Island in Italy. Located in the Venetian lagoon, this small island is often called the most haunted place on Earth. Its terrifying story starts way back in the Roman era, when it was used to isolate plague victims. But honestly, things got much, much worse during the Black Death. Thousands upon thousands of sick and dying people were shipped to Paviglia and, well, left to die. It's said that over 160,000 people died there, and the soil is literally 50% human ash. As if that wasn't bad enough, in the 1920s, a mental hospital was built on the island. Legend has it that a sadistic doctor performed horrific experiments on his patients, torturing them before he was supposedly driven mad by the ghosts of the island and threw himself from the hospital's bell tower. These days, the island is completely abandoned. The decaying hospital and plague pits are all that remain. The Italian government forbids tourists from visiting, and local fishermen won't even go near it for fear that it's cursed. And at number 3, we have an entire town that's off limits, Mesoria, Russia. This is what's known as a closed city. In Russia, these are towns with travel and residency restrictions, and their locations are often kept secret. Mesoria is one of the most mysterious of them all. It was founded in 1979 and is located deep in the Ural Mountains. So what makes it so forbidden? Well, nobody knows for sure, but the theories are pretty wild. The town is located near Mount Yamantau, which the United States suspects is the site of a massive secret underground nuclear facility. This complex is rumored to be as big as the entire Washington, D.C. area inside the Beltway. Some believe it's a command center designed to survive a nuclear war. Others think it's a storage site for nuclear warheads. And some even say it's a massive bunker for the Russian leadership. The Russian government has given vague answers, once saying it was a mining site and another time that it was a repository for national treasures. Whatever is going on in Mesoria, It's so top secret that the entire town of about 17,000 people is dedicated to serving the facility, and no outsiders are ever allowed in. Our number 2 spot takes us back in time, way back. We're talking about the Lasco Caves in southwestern France. These caves are one of the most incredible archaeological discoveries ever made. Inside, the walls are covered with over 600 prehistoric paintings that are more than 17,000 years old. These masterpieces from the Stone Age depict animals like horses, bison and stags, with incredible detail and artistry. When the caves were first discovered in 1940, they were open to the public and people flocked to see these ancient wonders. But that was a huge mistake. The crowds of tourists brought heat, humidity, and worst of all, carbon dioxide from their breath. This started to grow mold and algae on the cave walls, which began to damage the priceless paintings. The French government made the heartbreaking decision to close the caves to the public for good in 1963 to preserve them. Today, only a handful of scientists are allowed inside for a few minutes at a time, wearing special suits. To let the rest of us see them, they built an exact replica of the cave nearby called Lasco 2. You can visit the copy, but the real thing is sealed away forever. And here it is, the number 1 most restricted place you can never visit, Bohemian Grove. Located in Monterey, California, this is a massive 2,700-acre campground that belongs to a private all-male club known as the Bohemian Club. Every summer, for 2 weeks, some of the most powerful men in the world gather here for a secret retreat. We're talking about former US presidents, high-level government officials, CEOs of massive corporations, and media moguls. The membership list is a who's who of the global elite, so what happens there? Officially, it's a chance for them to relax and enjoy nature. But the secrecy and bizarre rituals have fueled endless conspiracy theories. The most famous is the cremation of care ceremony, where members in robes burn a human-like effigy in front of a giant 40-foot owl statue, symbolizing the banning of worldly cares. Some theorists believe that major political and business decisions that shape the world are made in secret at these gatherings. Gaining access is impossible unless you are one of the most powerful men on Earth. It's a place where the elite go to be alone, and the rest of us are not invited. And that is the list. 10 of the most forbidden, mysterious, and downright crazy places on Earth that are completely off limits. From top-secret government bases and ancient haunted islands to exclusive clubs for the world's most powerful people, it's insane to think about what goes on behind these closed doors. The world is full of secrets, and we just scratch the surface of a few of them. I honestly can't decide which one is the wildest. Is it the island with 1 snake per square meter, or the secret North Korean money-making machine? So now I have to ask you guys, if you had an invisibility cloak and could sneak into any one of these 10 places without getting caught, which one would you choose and why? Would you brave the ghosts on Paviglia, or would you try to uncover the secrets of Area 51? Let me know your pick in the comments below. I'm going to be reading every single one of them because I'm genuinely curious. I think I'd have to pick the Vatican archives. Imagine the history you could uncover in there. Thank you all so much for watching, whether you're in the UK, America, India, Brazil, or anywhere else on this amazing planet. If this video blew your mind, do me a huge favor and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this with a friend who loves a good mystery. We have so many more insane videos coming your way that you do not want to miss. We'll see you in the next one.